Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Another NASCAR Thunder 2003 career mode. We are on to season number 3 here. We have a brand new look on the car. I wanted to change it up because we had the same look for the first 2 years. So I went with kind of like this, it's called Thunder, I guess. But I went with like a lightning thing at first, but it kind of looked too similar and it was just like the lightning all over the place. It didn't look as good, but this Thunder actually looks pretty good. It reminds me a little bit of Jeff Gordon's scheme in a way, but it has a nice blue like touch coming out the front. I really like it. And then we changed our font style on our number a little bit as well. But starting this new season, we just re-signed all our sponsors at the end of the year besides the primary, and then we got a bunch of new secondary ones that are going to last like half the season, which is awesome. That could pay out very well. But we do need to sign brand new pit crew and builders. We have nothing open, or everything's open on the team. Nobody is signed currently, so I need to go through and get a whole new pit crew and all that, because I was planning on that anyways, because they were not good at the end, like the end of last year. They were messing up every race. They knew they were getting fired, and then we got to get new builders and stuff, so hopefully it'll be really good this season. So let me go through, get that done real quick. All right, we got our brand new pit crew. Everybody's overall is pretty similar, 73 to 76. Most of them around 29 to 31. It seems like 28, I guess, for the Jackman, but their skill is a lot better. All of them are in like the mid to upper 70s for the most part on skill, so I will take that. On the builder side, we got a new, which one is this? We got a new crew chief, which is Teddy Clark. He's the lowest overall of all the guys we signed, but he's also the youngest. But he's better on just about everything, which is great. I'm super happy about that. We also got a new engine builder, Gio, which really good on power. I'm very happy with that. And then we kept our chassis builder and fabricator because they were the best by far. They cost a little bit more than the other guys, but they were the best by far options that we had. So very happy about that. They can continue working on the chassis and stuff they were already doing anyways, and they got better over the off season too, which was phenomenal. So very happy about that. We are going to have this chassis for a little bit. We could also get this one repaired maybe in 4 races, which would be great. 68,000, and everything will be about 63, which would be pretty solid. I'll be really happy with that. So get that done. And then engines, we kind of need to get one repaired and or built, so we might just repair one for now. The efficiency on this is 1 better, but the durability on this is still a while. How good can this one get? 3 races, I can take that. 31,000, that's like the slowest they'll do it, and that's 31,000. That's pretty solid. Like every 3 races getting a new one repaired, we could deal with that for now. But also, how good would one be if they build it is the thing. 68 power, okay, so that is going to be pretty good, but at the same time, do we need 68 power? We kind of do sooner or later. I feel like we have 14 races until the R&D is done, so I might as well get one built. I don't need to do it fast at all because we can kind of rotate around with 63, 64 power for a while, so I want to get that built. And we're going to repair our low one as well. 64 power, completely fine. In 3 races, I'm good with that, because we just got a brand new one that we'll use for like 2 or 3 races anyways, and we can kind of cycle around different engines and all that. So I'm very happy with that. We got the car we're going to use for now at Daytona. $263,000 in the bank. That was kind of like a lot going on in the beginning, but I needed to get it all done with. But we're going to have the Gatorade duels, I think. Oh yeah, the shootout is the first one, so we'll see how well we could do there and qualifying and all that, and then we'll get into the Daytona 500.
MRN is live in Daytona Beach, Florida for today's NASCAR Winston Cup action in the pole shootout. Would you look at this field? It's going to be hard to pick a winner in this one.
You know, this is always an exciting race. Each one of these drivers has earned the right to be here, and they're all going to be at their best here in Daytona.
After finishing second twice to Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the Busch Series championship, Kenseth beat him out for Rookie of the Year in 2000.
And he did it without qualifying well. Despite only 2 top 10 starting spots, he posted a 14th place points finish and a win and 11 top 10s.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
I completely forgot, like, the shootout was all pole winners. Like, it's saying right there, each driver, oh, we must take a 2-tire pit stop under green flag during the race. Very interesting. That's good to know. Thank goodness it told me that, because I would not have known. We have 7 laps. We got to do a 2-tire pit stop at some point. So we'll try to do it with somebody, hopefully. And maybe we can kind of draft off each other. That's the goal. Because usually these drafting tracks I can do pretty well. I just got to get up to speed and stay in the draft is the main thing. The hardest part is the start for sure. So I just need to get up to speed here, try to catch back up to Jarrett and all them. Got our brand new paint scheme, not what we ran last year or the year before. And yeah, we've already caught back up, so that's good. Okay, now we can actually start slingshotting off some of these guys and making passes, try to get under Mayfield. Or no, that's Spencer. Never mind, not Mayfield. I'm stupid. Jeremy Mayfield is the 19. Jimmy Spencer is who I'm thinking of right there. And dang, Jarrett and them took off there off turn 4. I don't know what kind of nitrous they have hidden in the car, but everybody like started taking off there. I'm trying to keep up with Jarrett if we can, keeping the draft as much as we can. And hopefully my setup will just stay for this when we go on to doing the qualifying and the 500 and all that. Because I don't want to have to set it back up. Could probably save the setup and stuff, but I never do any of that. But we got the draft of Sterling Marlin and all that. I don't know when these guys are planning on doing their 2-tire stop, honestly. I just need to stay behind him. Like, they could be doing it super early, or they could do it super late. I don't know. Because I could see some people doing it maybe halfway and stuff like that. I don't know if we need to take fuel. We might have to. We might not. It looks like I can make it the rest of the way on fuel. I might take the slightest bit of fuel just to make sure that we're good on it, honestly. Oh, my engine's blowing. Oh, no. I did too much on the, too much of gear. Dang it. Too much gear while in the draft. Well, I might as well pit now. That's super unfortunate. Well, good thing it's the shootout. Okay, and we brought out the caution anyways, so that is what it is. That's not a good start to this season. Hopefully that doesn't actually affect our engine. Oh, please don't hit me. Hopefully that doesn't affect our engine because we need this engine for the 500, honestly. So I may have just screwed ourselves out of this. So that would really suck. Hopefully it doesn't really screw us out of the actual 500 and stuff. Oh yeah, we have no power in the car. I'm just coasting at this point. That's unfortunate. I wasn't expecting the draft to kill my engine like that. We're at like 9,000 RPMs. I thought it could go like above that. Disqualified, no pit stop. I think I was finishing last anyways. We blew our entire engine, but it is what it is. So that's a little unfortunate. But we still get $50,000 out of the race. I'll take it, but I think that might have blown our engine, which really sucks. Actually, everybody DQ'd. Wow, that's crazy. Let me look at my engine. Oh no, our engine is completely fine. We still have 64 on the engine and stuff like that, so did not damage it at all. Thank goodness the shootout and the all-star race do not matter for your like inventory stuff, because I could have just really screwed ourselves out of that. But let's get into Daytona and see how we can do. I'm gonna do qualifying and then we'll get into the race very quickly. All right, we're coming around to finish qualifying. It did keep my settings. I had to back it down a little bit. I didn't back it down too much for qualifying because we need the speed for qualifying. I'm gonna back it down a little bit more for the actual race so we don't blow our engine in the race. That was only like 2/10 off the pole. Where are we? 4th? That's a great starting spot. Let's go. All right, we're going into the Gatorade races now, which will determine our starting spots. We're on the outside lane since we qualified 4th. If we would have qualified top 2, we would have been locked in there, but we got 5 laps. Hopefully we can only finish behind Junior or actually win this, and we'll start 4th. That's the whole goal. Try to start 4th if we can, but if not, we'll do the best we can here. Junior is just gone. Holy crap, his acceleration speed is crazy. Well, this will give me a little bit of a chance to test out the gearing I did. If anybody gets in front of me, I don't know if anybody will, honestly. Mark Martin might get up here. We have Gordon back there too. Okay, so we have some fast people in our Gatorade duel. That's good. So hopefully they can come up here and maybe tow me along to try to catch up to Junior. I don't know. Or maybe we'll be fast enough to stay in front of them. I have zero idea. They might be a little bit faster than me, though, so I can probably draft off of them pretty well. I want them to go to my outside, though. I do not want to get past on the inside, because then I'll probably lose more of the draft, if anything. Junior is just gone. Holy crap, his acceleration is crazy here. But I really want these guys to get in front of me so I can kind of see where I'm at for drafting-wise, and so we don't blow our engine in the 500. That's the main thing. We do not want to blow the engine in the 500. Need the engine to be fast, but not blow up. Because I need to see what our RPMs are going to be at. But now I got Michael Waltrip behind me. I kind of want to just get up behind Mark Martin here, because I know he'll be fast enough that I can draft off of him. I got to like almost turn my head to keep myself within line in the car, and I about spun out there because I took off the stability help for Daytona so we could try to have more speed on the starts and stuff. So right now we're 5th. That would start us 10th, I believe that is. Oh, Mark Martin. I might put the help on limited just so hopefully we don't spin out, because I am getting very close to a couple times here. You can hear the tires squeal and me get a little loose. Very terrifying. So I think our RPMs are okay. I think they're fine. Because I don't think we're going to get much faster than this to get up to 9,000 like the entire time or anything. So we should be just fine, I think. We're only getting to like 86, 87 at most, I feel like. Which is not bad at all. So if I could slingshot off these guys and get up there, that'd be great. Yeah, I know. Still got 2 laps left here to try to hold off everybody else coming up and then try and get by these guys. Actually, everybody else is gone behind us, so we are quick. That's the thing. We are fast, but we're not Dale Jr. fast. Like, holy crap, Daytona is his track. It shows. Okay, I'm going to try and slingshot off Jeff Gordon here. Still accelerating. Kind of maxed out at 193, trying to get by him. That worked out pretty well. If Michael Waltrip could come down now, that would be great. Because if not, we're just going to kind of be on an island by ourselves. Got Mark Martin to wiggle. That's going to lose them a ton of time. Might be able to draft off Michael Waltrip and catch him. As long as we don't smack the wall. Holy crap, he wants to run the wall. Why do you want to run up so high up here, Michael? Oh my goodness, I'm loose. I gotta like almost run perfectly in line with them, but that is not gonna happen. Like, I am too scared of smacking the wall. Wow, I really like screwed them over. How far back did that put them? That put them back to the entire pack. Somebody blew their engine. It looks like they're in the pits, but finishing 3rd, that's completely fine with me. That will start us 6th in the Daytona 500. So that's a pretty good starting spot. I could probably up my gear just like 1 tick, but I really don't want to risk blowing up. I think I was at like a 107 and I dropped it down to 103 for the race so we don't blow up. So starting 6th should be good there, and hopefully we can have a nice top 5 performance here at Daytona.
Well, here we are at the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, the NASCAR Winston Cup Series premier event. This is Joe Moore, and I'm with Barney Hall to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage on MRN. This track is known by everyone, race fan or not. But for these race teams, it's a glory all its own when you can get a win here.
The list of former winners here is very prestigious indeed. Who wouldn't want their name to be on it? Who knows, maybe we'll add another lucky driver when this one's all over.
Michael Waltrip won the 2001 Daytona 500, his first career win in his 463rd start.
He was pushed to the finish line by Dale Jr. in that race, and he repaid the favor later that year, helping Jr. win his first race at Daytona in the Pepsi 400.
After finishing 2nd twice to Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the Busch Series championship, Kenseth beat him out for Rookie of the Year in 2000.
And he did it without qualifying well. Despite only 2 top 10 starting spots, he posted a 14th place points finish and a win and 11 top 10s.
Jeremy Mayfield changed teams after the 2001 season, ending a 4-year tenure with Roger Penske.
A lot of people, Ray Evernham included, believe Mayfield still has a lot of untapped potential. He certainly has shown flashes of brilliance in the past. Maybe he can put that number 19 Dodge in victory lane today.
Did anybody else see Jeremy Mayfield's car, that little fin over the top, over the like windshield? Basically, not the windshield, but like the driver's net and stuff on the left. Did anybody else notice that was really screwed up? I really just fucked the entire bottom lane. Whoops. I was just trying to slot in line really fast, and luckily we didn't get damaged from all that. Our just acceleration is not that good. My like just takeoff acceleration is not good. We're gonna have to pit around lap 10. That is fine. Hopefully we can try to catch up to Mark Martin, because I know we can keep pace with him. I kind of want to get Bobby Labonte out in front of us, or Jeff Gordon, because Jeff Gordon's very fast as well. But if Bobby's not going to pull out and get in front of us, then I'm going to have to try and slot in front of him, get the draft. Change the stability help to limited, so hopefully we don't get too loose in the corners. Just because like it's so easy to lose the car in this game, it's crazy. But it is what it is. We will deal with it. I feel like we're doing just fine staying in this line. I don't need to let Gordon by and try to catch Mark Martin. I think we could just kind of block both lanes for now. And we're catching Mark Martin anyways because he's running the top. That's going to be his downfall. We're all going to catch him. Try and get up in front of Gordon here. Try to get the draft of Mark Martin. The chassis we're using doesn't have any drafting on it, so that's the only downfall. Like, I'm using a bad chassis, so it doesn't have much downforce or drafting help and all that, and that honestly could help us out in the future, like actually having a better chassis to use. But I'm trying to like limit using good chassis on super speedways because we don't need it. We are fast on super speedways anyways, so I don't really need to use a better chassis on a track that we're already fast at. I would rather use them at like Rockingham next week because I believe that's where we're at. Now Mark Martin decides to come down. I almost door slammed the hell out of him. But if we could finish top 5 here at Daytona, like the money we're gonna get, oh my god, we can get like over $1 million here in this race, I think, for finishing top 5. Because the winner's purse is 1.4 thousand for first place. 1.4 million, sorry, not thousand. I misspoke there for sure. But top 4 is absolutely gone from us. If Mark Martin really wants to race now, which if he wants to get in front of us, he can. Because honestly, we could probably draft off of him and run a little quicker. Bobby's running really well too. There's gonna be there's somebody that's already blown up on the pit road. Unfortunate. I don't know who blew up in the Gatorade duel, but if it's the same person, it'd be kind of funny. I kind of want to get Gordon in front of us and draft off of him because I know he's fast. We are able to keep up with him in the Gatorade duel. So I'm just going to run high where Bobby's at. If Gordon gets under us, we'll let it go, but he is not getting under us currently. We're actually pulling away with Bobby Labonte on the outside. Kenseth trying to almost go 3 wide back there as well. But at the same time, I don't want to draft too much like we were in the shootout and blow up. That would suck so much. Like we're having a good race right now. But Bobby getting out in front of us, that's okay. Mark Martin following him and then Kenseth along with them, that's fine. I'm real interested to see how our pit crew does with our brand new people we got. I'm interested to see how fast of a stop they can get because they're all like mid to upper 70s on skill. So skill and also speed for the most part. They're about 70-ish on both and stuff. So like in the 70s on both, which is great. Yeah, we maxing out at like 190, 293 or something, but we get all the way to Mark Martin and it checks us up a little bit. So as long as we don't get the engine too high, we should be fine. But that thing gave us no warning that it was going to blow up, which was unfortunate. So that really did suck in the shootout. I was not expecting that one bit. And with us drafting together, we might be able to catch the one car up there that's by themselves. It's a yellow car. It could be Steve Park. I don't know. But we're just sitting here in 6th currently. We're going to have to pit in probably like 5-6 laps or so. We're not even halfway on fuel yet, so I may try to stretch it as long as I can, honestly. Or I may just try to pit with some guys too so we can keep some drafting partners and stuff like that. We'll see what ends up happening. Well, Gordon and Bobby end up pitting there. Bobby Labonte ended up getting under me in like the next corner when I was like waiting until the pit stops. and I fell all the way back behind Kenseth and then started working my way back up just now. It's not very hard to work our way back up. Like, we can just draft off one guy, kind of slingshot around him and stuff, so it could work pretty well. So as long as we can stick with some guys to draft with, we'll be good to go. But definitely going to take a 4-tire stop. Tried taking a 2-tire stop before at like Dega, and it just didn't work out for us. So I kind of just want to try and stay in the draft as much as we can. I might pit whenever Mark Martin pits, because he's a great partner to draft with, but at the same time, we may not have as good of a pit stop or pit entry as him and stuff, so we may lose him anyways. We'll have to see how long he ends up staying out for. Oh no, we're getting the wall. My tires are getting bad and we're getting low on fuel now. So I think I'm going to pit this time regardless, because I just went into that corner and it did not turn at all, which it did damage us a little bit, so I may want to get that fixed. Oh, it looks like Mark Martin and Matt Kenseth might be pitting here. They both went low there on the back stretch, but oh my god, our tires are so bad. And the car that we were catching that was in 4th is Tony Stewart. He's actually the orange car. I thought it was a yellow one up there. But man, if I wouldn't have smacked the wall there, that would have been very helpful. But they can get in the pit road so much quicker than me. It's like, that's why I was saying I might lose them anyways. That's not going to hurt us, it looks like, getting the fix. But 16.5 is what they're projected. So, oh, Matt Kenseth nailing the back of Mark Martin there. So that's actually going to slow him down a lot. Real solid stop, 16.0 when they were projected 16.5. I will take that. Our right side's still a little damaged, which is unfortunate. Not what I wanted to see, but I kind of want to hold Matt Kenseth behind me. Actually, never mind. He's just going to rear end the hell out of me there. I want to get up on the track, though, because I'm going to be faster up here than I will be down there. Oh, my God, I have a freaking pack coming behind me. But somebody slowed up, thank you. But Gordon got by us, so did Junior. That's actually a leader. Junior staying out right now. But I need to try to catch back up to Matt Kenseth here. Go. Get the horsies moving. We're so slow freaking getting it moving. Kenseth, get up on the track. What are you doing? And we got Sterling Marlin is the one that slowed up for us. That's lucky. But we may not get a top 5 out of it now with all said and done after that, because not the best pit entry, but we slowed up so much before that, smacking the wall and stuff. That really sucked. I wish we wouldn't have smacked the wall in 1 and 2, just because I feel like we could have just been with Mark Martin better. But luckily, Matt Kenseth ran in the back of Mark Martin. That helped us out a ton, because now we have his draft. And we have Sterling Marlin as well, which Sterling might be a little faster than Matt Kenseth, honestly. So might try to cycle him out to the lead, potentially, if we can, because I think we'll be a little bit faster. Well, Sterling Marlin and I are absolutely flying. Got him in front of Matt Kenseth. I almost lost the draft, which would have been devastating, but we are absolutely moving. We're catching Tony Stewart up here. Hopefully we can get around him pretty easy, and we can get Sterling Marlin like in front of him, and we can maybe catch Bobby Labonte too, because we are absolutely flying. I ran my 2 fastest laps the last 2 laps. We're in a 46.9, which is moving right now. Like, we'll see what we end up getting here. I'm trying not to like slow him down by getting side by side or anything, but we are just absolutely flying, and it's crazy. What do we run there? 46.6. Holy crap, we're running so much faster than everybody else. I kind of want to just pull out here, because get him on the outside of Stewart. Actually, I'm getting into him. I'm sorry. I'm getting the wall too. I've screwed that all up. We were freaking moving right there, but luckily we still got his draft. Okay, thank goodness. That didn't damage us any more than we already were, so we're fine there. I need to not lose his draft, though. Horsey's getting freaking pulling with the draft. Because the worst case scenario, we finish 10th, but best case scenario, we could possibly finish like 8th or something up here. Oh, I might have just lost his draft. He's just so fast on the straights. Yeah, he's just pulling away from me. There's nothing I can do at that point. Dang it. So I think we're going to end up finishing 10th. We just got to hold off Kenseth and whoever's drafting with him behind. I made a dumb move there, I guess. I was trying to get Sterling to go outside, and maybe he can get around Stewart at that point, or I would get in front of Stewart and try and get Sterling back in front of us. But man, that was dumb because we were going so damn fast, and now we just kind of limited ourselves to 10th place. And now these last 2 laps, I gotta hold off Ricky Rudd, who I know is really fast from Talladega. I was doing the same, trying to do the same thing like I did with Sterling at Talladega, where he was super fast and trying to stake with him. But I'm just gonna block the absolute hell out of these two. Like, I'm just gonna do it like I'm leading the race, block both lanes for the most part. Should be fine on doing so. We honestly could possibly catch, who is this? Frank Kimmel? Never mind, he's not forward position most likely. He's just going a lap down, but I may be able to draft off of him some and go slingshotting around him, which could help. But just gotta try and watch my mirror and block both these guys behind me. Don't let them get to my outside or inside. And we'll be good in 10th, which we'll get a lot of money here in 10th, but man, I'm a little disappointed because we could have been better off. Like, if I didn't smack the wall before pits and then trying to get under Sterling to get him by Stewart, that's what really hurt us as well. Try and get this draft slingshot down before we get slowed up. Ricky Rudd's gonna get slowed up a little bit, actually, and we're on the final lap here. So Matt Kenseth was able to use him as a pick, shockingly, because I thought Ricky Rudd might pull down under Kimmel and stay side by side with Kenseth. But we're going to be able to pull off a top 10 here at the Daytona 500. I don't know what the best we've done at the 500 is, but we're going to get some pretty good money out of this race. That's all I got to say. So pretty good start to the season with a top 10. We get an absolute ton of money, $799,000 because of prestige bonuses and all that. So that was awesome. Junior ends up getting the win out of that. Michael Waltrip second, 5 seconds back with Kevin Harvick. And then Jarrett ends up with a top 4. And then Gordon gets 5th out of that. So pretty solid top 5. 3 out of the top 5 were the top 4 in points last year. So they're trying to repeat for the most part. And Jarrett trying to protect his championship from last season, and Junior just probably mad that he got second last year. So let's get our car ready for Rockingham. I think Rockingham's next week, so and get on the week number 2. We have nearly $1 million in the bank now, which is awesome. So we can't really go wrong with doing anything. I don't need to build anything or repair anything because we started that last week, which is awesome. And the chassis, we'll have a new chassis built in 4 more races, which will be great. And that will be a really good chassis. But modifying this car, we're going to keep this engine, and then chassis-wise, we'll use our best chassis. And that's a pretty good chassis. 63, 63, 64 downforce, 63 on durability, and 57 on the drafting. That's pretty damn good. So going into, yeah, this is Rockingham, North Carolina Speedway, The Rock, and we are top 10 in points currently. Don't expect that to stay for too much longer after this race, and we'll be out of that after this, but hopefully we could qualify very well because that's some of our sponsorship duties on our car now is a average starting spot of like 35th, and we can get paid very well, and hopefully we can continue to have some pretty good finishes. All right, about a second off for qualifying time. Michael Waltrip, who finished second at Daytona, has the pole with a 23.6. We ran a 24.6, so if I could back that up in qualifying, I'll be all right with that because we should qualify decent, I feel like, there. But we'll see what ends up happening. As long as we can hold the bottom pretty well. Try not to drift up through the corners too much. That was a really good exit off turn 4 also. That was 30th. That was a 24.6, exactly what I ran in practice. Down to the 1,000th. But second lap, we'll have more speed starting it. So hopefully if I can hit a good 3 and 4 again. It's all about like that stability help on the exit. If we don't get it, yeah, that was a lot better than what I had in practice. That's going to be a pretty good time. 24.2. That's pretty good. If we could keep that pace up, we could be pretty decent.
We're in Rockingham, North Carolina, home of the North Carolina Speedway for today's race, the Subway 400. What makes the Rock so tough, Barney?
North Carolina is a fast track, considering it's only a mile long. The corners are tricky, though, and getting off them fast is the key to getting speed down the straightaways.
Dale Jarrett was part of one of the tightest point battles in NASCAR history in 1997. He ended up finishing second to Jeff Gordon.
And he didn't finish second by much, only 14 points. And Mark Martin wasn't too far behind either. Those last couple of races in a season are pretty exciting when a championship is on the line.
In 1999, Tony Stewart won the Rookie of the Year award with one of the finest first seasons in NASCAR history.
3 wins, 2 poles, and a 4th place points finish. That's a tough act to follow for any driver, and I'll bet it'll be a long time before another rookie has a coming out party that big.
All right, hopefully we can have a decent race here. We're starting 23rd, which is a pretty good starting spot, but at the same time, we already know how this is going to happen. Like, as soon as the green flag drops, we're going to start falling backwards and stuff like that. That's pretty normal, but hoping that we can have some more pace this season is our main concern. Don't smack the wall much and try to preserve the car. Got to remember, Jeff Purvis is in that 16 car. Oh, geez, I'm the Intimidator, apparently. On Bobby Labonte there. It's not Greg Biffle in that yellow 16 anymore, though. We already got some damage on the right front, though, from getting the Labonte. That's unfortunate. It's going to slow us down a little bit, I feel like. But I want to try and hold these guys off if we can as much as possible. I feel like we're fast on entry to these corners. It's mid-corner and exit is where they definitely kill me at. So I got to try and just be on our game, trying to block, especially Frank Kimmel, because I know that we were pretty close to him in points last year. So I want to try and see if we could race around him, beat him at a lot of tracks. Shane Hall's back there too. He wasn't too far ahead of us in points too. So those are some people that I'm trying to battle. Jeff Purvis was much further up in the points, but he was also in a different car. But he has been pretty good last season though. So that was one thing. And that's what I was worried about with Craven getting in front of us. Car's still fine though. Just that little bit of right front damage. I'm hoping that our new pit crew will be a lot better now though than our old one was, because we were having so many mess ups and it was slowing us down so much when we do green flag pit stops. And hopefully if we can get those 16 and a half second pit stops consistently, that actually might help us gain some spots on pit road. Who knows? Because sometimes we come out like just behind some guys having our normal stop and all that. And I'm hoping that we can actually gain some spots in time on pit road, and maybe they can actually get better over time. They're all like not young either. They're all like 29 to 31. But I don't know how long of a career they usually have in this game, like age-wise. And when they start regressing and all that too, because there could be like an age like cliff to where they'll start declining and all that too. I have no idea what any of that is. So if you guys have any idea, let me know if you actually know the dip and all that, like at the times it happens and stuff. But seems like we're doing decent at this track. I think we were okay at Rockingham last season too, until like we had some problems happen to us and stuff, and we start damaging our car too much and everything. That's when we start really struggling, is when we just we're not too consistent. But holy crap, that was terrifying. I was not expecting Kurt Busch to be there. My bad. And somebody blew their engine up here. That's actually going to probably slow some people up. It's Bobby Labonte on the outside, I think. And I'm getting hit. No, it's not Bobby Labonte on the outside. Bobby Labonte's a few cars up from that. That might slow up Frank Kimmel and them a little bit. That is Bobby Hamilton. So that's somebody we'll probably battle in points as well this season. So if we can have him blow his engine, that is fine with us. But we're slowly bleeding off some positions, trying not to get into these people that much. We got Jamie McMurray in the 49 in front of us. Year one, Shauna Robinson was in it, and then McMurray took over for her. Oh geez, I'm getting in the wall. That was scary. Luckily we saved it from a big disaster there, but we got a lot of damage on the right side now, so I'm probably gonna get that fixed when we go into the pits, because I know that will slow us down over time. But we're slowly falling to the back of the pack like normal, but hopefully the tire wear and stuff will start to kick in a little bit, because we are halfway on fuel now, so we'll be pitting here in a little while. We're about to be lapped. Dale Jarrett is in the lead, so he is having a phenomenal start to this season after his championship run. We're getting low on fuel, so we'll probably be pitting here in like 3 laps, 2 laps, something like that. Got some people in front of us pitting. My tires are definitely getting bad because it is not wanting to turn. Even though they're not even red yet, I may want to drop the wedge slightly. I think I have it at 1.0, but I may drop it down to 0. Because on this long run, we are really, really tight right now. So may have to change that. Do I want to pit this time by? Fuel tank almost empty? Yeah, might as well. Might as well pit here. We got John Andretti behind us coming in. Try and be aggressive on entry. We're good. All right, so yeah, let's get that damage fixed. Drop the wedge down, and we should be good to go. It says 16.8 with the damage repair, so that is a lot better than what we previously had. Look at that. They're a well-oiled machine on the pit stops. Like, they are killing it right there. We're getting out in front of John Andretti, too, who we came in front of. Like, things are going well with our pit stops right now, but that could all change very quick in the season. We're back in 40th, kind of where we were anyways, but I feel like that was a great pit stop, and if we didn't have to get the damage fixed, that was like 3 tenths or so, we would have been out a few tenths ahead, and we would have been closer to Shane Hall up there, but that was a hell of a pit stop. I'm very happy with that. We're out in front of Todd Bodine, who is just behind us in the standings. Like, we were having a decent race. That pit stop, like, having a good pit stop makes me feel so much better about the race and all that, but we need to try and really hold off Todd Bodine here, because I know they always make their cars better and stuff on the second run. So I'm really hoping I can try and hold him off, and then the onslaught of John Andretti as well. It's going to come at some point. Oh, I overdrove turn 1. That's going to get him in front of us. I'm going to try and cut back down. Not going to be able to make it work. We got Kenseth catching up to us as well. He's on the lead lap, though. Either that or just a lap ahead of us regardless. I'm going to go high in 3 and 4 also. It's going to get Kenseth by us, but that guy, Todd Bodine out in front of us, which is unfortunate. And then John Andretti's the only one on track for position. Now, I'm going to try and hold off behind us, and hopefully towards the end of this run, I can catch back up to Todd Bodine. Oh, somebody blew their engine. That is Casey Kane. Somebody else will be battling in the points this season, too, so that's awesome. And John Andretti just got around us in that corner because I went too wide, but I think we can get back by Andretti in this run because he just had like a lap or so fresher tires than us, but I definitely feel like we can get back by Andretti here and finish top 40 for sure. Hopefully we can catch up to Todd Bodine, who's not too far ahead of us, I feel like, and try and go finish 39th at least. That'd be really nice. I'm having an absolute dogfight here with John Andretti in this race, and we're catching up to Todd Bodine slightly. Then there's also a fantasy driver who Todd Bodine got around the 101, so we might be able to get up to 39th, and I know I just got the message for like low fuel, so I know we have a few laps left in fuel, so I'm hoping we can make it to the end here, because that would be very unfortunate if we don't even make it to the end on fuel, and we're a lap down right now. So that would be very, very sad. We're catching the 101 also. He's just in front of Ward Burton right there, the colorful car on the outside.
5 to go.
We got 5 to go. Really, we got 4 to go. And I don't think I'm going to make it on fuel. I think it's going to be like really, really close. I don't think we're going to make it, though. This is going to be very upsetting if we don't. I need to really do that engine efficiency, apparently. Very low on fuel now. And here's the fantasy driver we're catching. So this would be for 39th right now. We did get lapped by Jeff Purvis also in Greg Biffle's old car. And with Greg Biffle and Casey Atwood retiring, I think like top 40 in points is almost locked in for us, because all the fantasy drivers are like part-time, I feel like. They're not ever like a full-time, it seems like. We'll see this season if there's more that are full-time. Our fuel tank is almost empty. Oh no, I think we only have like a lap or so of fuel. And I have like 2 laps left right now. And we're right behind Todd Bodine. The leader's just now taking the white flag. We're right behind Todd Bodine and Frank Kimmel, who I think both would be for position. We just got to make it one more lap around, but I don't know if I will. I honestly don't know if we're going to make it around on fuel. This is going to be so sad if we don't. We might run out right here. Oh, and the fuel tank is empty. No freaking way. We had such a good race. Like, we were gonna finish 39th, maybe 38th or 37th. They were not that far ahead of us. I'm gonna have to try to coast around. I don't know. I'm hoping I can make it around to the start finish line at least finish all the laps that we could have. But man, that's so upsetting. We were gonna finish top 40 100%, and all these guys are pitting, so we might get hit, honestly. Try to get up and out of the way, so we're good there. We're gonna be able to coast across the line, but man, that is so sad. We were gonna finish, it was only a couple positions better, but finishing top 40 is more rewarding, I feel like, to me. But man, finishing without, not under power, 41st, and we were gonna finish 39th at least, that's a little sad. We do get some good money, sponsorship money. Wow, we get $222,000 because the sponsorship money is so nice. So Dale Jarrett does end up getting the win. Junior gets second, so they're on a hot start to this season. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the much longer episode. We'll look at the points real quick. We're 23rd in points, but that's kind of irrelevant. We're going to fall back, but it's good that we started out really well. Junior has the lead over Dale Jarrett by 10 points. Michael Waltrip and Kevin Harvick 48 back. Gordon is 50 back to start the race, but only 2 races in. Long time to go. We got a little bit over $1 million in the bank, and we got some things going on where we have engines being repaired and built, and then I think our chassis, oh no, we still have 3 and 2 races for that left. So we got things going on. And then also the R&D stuff, like 12 more races. Yeah, 12 more races till that tire grip is done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. New season underway. We had a great Daytona. Very excited with the pit crew. I don't know how the fueling, like, we didn't get enough fuel in it to finish the race. Even a lap down, we didn't finish, so that's a little sad. But we need to figure that out. I guess I can't go too hard on the gear ratio, maybe, and because that's burning a little bit more fuels. But that's the only way for me to keep up, really. So it's a struggle. We'll figure it out through the year. But off to a hot start already with Daytona with a top 10. Could have finished okay at Rockingham, but we'll see how we go with the rest of the season. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.